For many moms-to-be, gestational diabetes is a concern, but a recent study found that when women ate pistachios, they had a significantly lower rise in blood glucose levels. Trista Sutter, star of the first Bachelorette, was diagnosed with gestational diabetes during her 7th month of pregnancy, and she's here to share her experience. Joining Trista is nutrition consultant Mike Roussell. Good morning, Trista and Mike.
Thanks for having us.
Hi, thanks for having us.
Trista, can you please share with our viewers what gestational diabetes is and how were you diagnosed with it?
Yeah, I'm happy to. So I was diagnosed in my 7th month of pregnancy, just a routine glucose tolerance test at my doctor's office. Unfortunately, I was diagnosed with gestational diabetes, even though my father has type 2 diabetes, and my grandmother had it as well. I didn't think about the fact that I had a higher risk due to that family history, but I did, and I ended up being diagnosed. And then I headed to the nutritionist pretty soon after so that they could really guide me in terms of what I should eat and what I shouldn't eat, and how to eat in a balanced way so that I could keep my blood sugar levels really stable. That's a really important thing to do when you are diagnosed with gestational diabetes. You need to keep your blood sugar levels stable in order to make sure that your health as well as your baby's health is consistent. So yeah, it was a very scary time because it was something that I had never experienced prior. But it's interesting because I find out about this study 10 years after I give birth to my first and have this diagnosis. And I just wish it was something that I had known about back then, because it's a really easy way to be able to keep your blood sugar levels stable. You know, I craved a lot during my pregnancy, and to have a nut that has this naturally buttery flavor, to really be able to indulge in that when you're pregnant would have been awesome, because not only is it really yummy, it has that great natural crunch, but it also keeps you really healthy and makes it so that your blood sugar levels stay stable. So I just wanted to be able to share my story today, and with all of the women out there who have gestational diabetes currently and maybe will develop it in the future.
Mike, a recent study found that when women ate pistachios, they have a significantly lower rise in blood glucose levels. Why is that, and how can women incorporate them into their diet?
Yeah, exactly. So in the study, what was done was they took women with gestational diabetes or women who are at risk. So they kind of had they weren't as good with their glucose tolerance, with managing their blood sugar. And they gave them either a pistachio snack or whole grain bread. So kind of a whole grain snack, which would be commonly recommended for a pregnant woman to help, sustain their energy levels and provide energy for the baby. And what they found was even when calories were the same, that pistachios did a much better job of controlling blood sugar, like Trista said, controlling blood sugar, and then also insulin, which is the hormone that your body uses to control blood sugar. And there was actually literally almost no change in blood sugar levels. It was pretty much flatlined after the pistachio snack, which you can imagine after the whole grain snack, they kind of went on a roller coaster ride. So I think this is a really important study and really important information with women with gestational diabetes, because you get this diagnosis, you're already trying to do everything you can, to be a great mother and to nourish your baby, but then you find out things aren't going as well, and you're like, well, what can I do? People are so quick to tell you, don't do this, don't do that, don't do this. And this really gives you very specific, look, do this. You can snack on pistachios, right? You can add them to things like yogurt. You can add them to a carbohydrate meal like oatmeal, and other research shows that it helps control the blood sugar response when you add pistachios to a meal like oatmeal. So it's a nutrient-rich snack with protein, fat, fiber, and lots of antioxidants that are great for women with gestational diabetes.
I have to tell you guys, I just started eating pistachios a few years ago, and I am hooked. I love that they're healthy and still so flavorful.
Yeah,
so true.
They are, they are really good. Like even researchers call them craveable. And I had just read the other day, it's like the fastest growing snack category in the supermarket next to energy bars is pistachios.
Awesome.
So it's good to see that like a nutritious food, which is also delicious, is something that people are really going for at the supermarket.
And where can our viewers go to learn much more about the benefits of daily snacks with pistachios?
So everyone can visit AmericanPistachios.org for more information about the overall health benefits as well as the results of this study.
Finally, Trista, for all of your fans that are watching today, can you please share with us what else you have happening in your busy life and career?
I do. I am just a regular old American mom who's trying to keep my kids healthy and happy and thriving, and my husband as well, of course, up in the mountains in Colorado, but life is good.
Awesome. Thanks for your time today, you guys. We really appreciate it.